guys, thank you once again and welcome to Yvette Show. My name is Yvette or Didi. Today I'm in South Africa. Actually, I told you that I'll be going to South Africa, and I'm in South Africa to talk to a friend of mine about a topic of LGBTQ today. So what is LGBT? First, I'll just tell you what the abbreviation stands for, where L is lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and Q. We all know that here in Kenya, where I come from, lesbianism or rather LGBT is something which is not accepted. It is illegal, even though we have people who are, we have gays here and we have lesbian here who do it illegally, but they cannot get married. However, this is something which is accepted in the West and in South Africa. So before we begin, I will cross over to Didi so she can introduce herself to you, and then she tells us more about LGBT. I call her Didi because that's a friend's name, a friendly name. She will tell us what her real name is before we begin. To you, Didi, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
I'm well, thank you. How is where you are right now?
The weather is good. It's not raining, thank God.
Oh, that's good. So, will you tell my viewers your full names and where you come from, and why we are doing this interview today?
Okay, guys. My name is Madidimalo. So, in short, you can call me Didi. So, today we're doing this because we'll be talking about the LGBTQ, and
Yeah.
I'm also making a movie about it, just to educate you and make you level up about things in the LGBTQI.
Okay. So, why you as Didi, why would you accept or condemn the LGBT group? What can you tell the viewers about LGBT, and why would you condemn or accept the LGBT group?
People they take LGBT people as it's a curse, or maybe it's there's a demon. I believe that each and everyone they are allowed to live their life their own way. You don't have to be mistreated just because of you choose to live your life the way you want to live it. Like for example, some things we don't choose them, but they are meant to be. I don't know if I'm making sense right now. Like for example, we have a light skinned people, we have dark skinned people, we have so people would be the way they wanna be. You get what I'm saying? So if you don't like someone for who they are, I guess that's your own problem, and don't make your problem their problem.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I heard you well. Did you say that the LGBT people, they don't choose to be what they are, but they find themselves like that?
Yeah, they find themselves like that. It's just that in our sanctuary, in these days, we have people who make who tend to be lesbian just to for fission. So that's why this thing is no longer taken seriously. But if ever at school people get educated about these things, this is not even a joke. But you find people making fiction about it. You find this nowadays. You find people uh, turning from uh, black skin tone to white skin tone. Like it's a fission. You get what I'm saying? Nothing is taken seriously this nowadays. You can today you can see somebody having you can see a girl being pregnant, and tomorrow you can see her dating a woman. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a fission. That's why these days uh they feel like it's no longer even that serious, it's no longer even that deep. But if ever you talk to somebody who was born like this, it's not even a joke, they were born like this. But you find some doing it, it's a trending thing.
Yeah, but then I understand that there are people who may be born like there are people who are born with features of another sex. Like for example, you may have somebody like a female who is bearing the features of male, and you
Hey,
have male who are bearing the features of
women.
female. Now that is the transgender. Is that
No,
is that the transgender?
no. No, transgender is somebody who was defined as an opposite gender, but growing up, they realized that that was not the case. You get what I'm saying? And actually not, yeah, most of the transgender women, they get medical attention. So they go to doctors, they get pills like hormonal pills. So those hormonal pills will change their physicalities. So you would develop boobs, you would develop hair, you would have facial hair if you're transgender man. If you're a woman, transgender woman, your facial hair will disappear a bit by bit.
No.
Some they even
Okay.
go for
And
laser removal.
oh, okay. And you said that these people, they find themselves like that. It is something they don't choose to be. But maybe I think I can disagree with you at some point that I think LGBT, being an LGBT is a choice. And I'll say that it is a choice at some point because I was born a tomboy, right? And I'm a tomboy. I know I'm a tomboy. And when I was growing up, I was associating with men mostly. You understand? So if I wanted to be a lesbian, I would have been a lesbian because my group were male group. But I know I'm straight, and I chose to walk a straight way. But then at some point, even right now, if I want to be a lesbian, I can still be a lesbian. So I think it is a choice that people choose what sex do they want. I mean, not sex. You don't choose a sex, but you can choose who you want to love, because I don't think somebody was born to be a lesbian or somebody was born to be a gay. It is something that people choose along the way. Do you agree with that, or what do you have to say about that?
No, I do not agree. Okay, there, like I said, people are not more educated about the LGBT. It's the LGBTQ. The Q, it means
Yes.
uh, some are still confused about where they belong, and there's something that people get wrong. Just because of a man is sleeping with a man, it doesn't make you gay. Somewhere it's sexual preferences. If you are horny at that time and you prefer like to sleep with this kind of a person, it doesn't make you gay. There are people who are sleeping with chickens, goats, and whatsoever. What do you call them? You know what I'm saying? There are still people who are still confused about where they wanna go. Just because of you behave like just because of you're a girl and you behave like a dude, it doesn't mean you are a lesbian or you should label yourself. No.
There are people who
You
still don't know about their sexual identity.
Yeah,
That's
that's why you
yeah.
find people in marriage, they start realizing that this is not my life. They started realizing at a late age that this is not me. I was just doing this for the family. And there's still gay guys who still sleep with women. And because of their religion or because of their country or because they choose to have family. Each and every person wants to have family. And for a gay guy to have family, you need to have a woman.
And how do that happen? Why would I choose to love a fellow lady? I know you are straight. Eh? You told me you are straight, and I know your boyfriend is very handsome. Eh?
Thank you.
Well,
You
yeah,
too.
yeah, he's very handsome. How does it happen that a lady will fall in love with a lady and a man will also fall in love with a man and they get married? Because this is something that happens in South Africa a lot.
No,
So
it
how
doesn't.
does
Not it happens in South Africa a lot. I believe that it happens everywhere. It's just that in
yeah,
countries
in the
like
West?
Kenya,
In the
people are
West.
disguising themselves. You won't see them because they are disguised. You get what I'm saying? So I believe if you are attracted, I don't know if I have a specific answer for that one, but I just believe it occurs naturally. It's something that occurs naturally. Because if I like for myself, I don't have feelings for women, so I don't see myself kissing a woman or like you get what I'm saying. I won't even have a threesome.
Because it is not in you. Because it is not in you.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's not in
yeah.
me. I don't even see myself having a threesome with my man and another woman.
That's interesting. So, do we say that maybe did God made a mistake to make a woman who want to be a woman, or a man who want to be a woman, a man? Can we say that God made a mistake? Because people are, we can say that these people, they are I don't want to say that they are confused, but I don't understand how this thing happens. Do we
That's
blame
a
God for making them what they don't want to be?
that's a beautiful question actually, and an interesting one. Okay, God never makes a mistake. So
Yeah.
let's get that one straight. Yeah? But God will never make a problem without a solution. You get what I'm saying? So here is what I'm about to tell you. There are, like for example, if this was a demon or this was a curse, it will be in a certain country. And for example, in your country, they forbid it, but there's still people who are still doing it. So you see, this is not something that this is not a mistake. And from rephrasing to what I was saying, God can make a problem without a mistake. Uh, if this nowadays you are HIV, that's a problem, but there's a solution to that. You can get your ARVs, you can get what. If you don't have, if you have flat boobs like mine, you can go to the doctor and have them like God can make a problem without a solution. I cannot like there are doctors. We have pastors who pray. We have traditional healers. We have solutions. We have solutions to deal with the
But
problem.
but they are very much vulnerable to HIV infection. Yeah, that one you'll agree with me.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And how do you guys handle that in South Africa? For those who are already married, because it is legal in South Africa for LGBT group to get married. Eh?
Yeah.
Actually, what do they do to reduce the HIV prevalence between the LGBT married people?
Okay, this nowadays there is a pill that is called PrEP. PrEP, you drink it and it starts working after 21 days. Like the chances of people getting HIV is like 1%. It's like
Okay.
1%. Yeah. So, and again, you just have to condomize. Otherwise,
So there is condom for them as well.
yeah, come on.
For men, that can be possible. But for women, do we have condom for lesbians?
Lesbians, they do have condoms. And
They do have
for les
condom.
yeah, haven't you seen female condoms?
I'm asking because I don't even know how they do their things, because I think that sexual between a woman and a woman, they do it like the anal sex.
Oh, actually, like the high rate is when it's on gays, not on lesbians. Because on lesbians, they use dildos.
Mm.
Yeah, so you can get infected from a dildo. There's no way.
Wow. Okay. So when we started, I started by mentioning LGBTQ, but then we haven't talked about what transgender is, to make these people aware, because I know they're aware of who gays are, who lesbians are, and who bisexuals are. But then it is hard to understand who is a transgender. And the other one that I was asking you about, I also don't know, because I was asking you about the people who are having the features for another sex, but they are not bearing that sex. You understand? So, or maybe if you can tell the viewers something about maybe the transgender and the other group. How do we call them? The people who have the features for another sex, like a female having the features of male and
Anymore.
male having features of female.
Uh,
The
actually,
inter
it's LGBTQI.
So the QI.
Yeah, I is intersexual. So you
So
find people
so
having
the I is
both is intersex. You find them having both private parts. They have a VV and a Pepe. You get what I'm saying? I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say them in name. So you find
uh-huh.
people having both. So it depends on them. Which one is the most powerful one? Which one promotes more hormones? If ever is the female one, then you're going he or she is going to develop boobs, or if ever is male, the male is the most dominant one, and vice versa. It's vice versa. Yeah.
So, okay. Now, let's get to the project now. Before we met, there is this project you are working on. Actually, I think we met at that time when you are looking for a script writer to do for you a film about LGBT. And I happen to be one of your script writers, and of course, I'm going to direct that series. So, why did you choose LGBT, and which message do you want to pass through the series the project that we are working on right now?
I choose to do a movie about the LGBT because I feel like it's not the most talked topic. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like people from outside South Africa think that South Africa is a beautiful country, has accepted the LGBT. Yes, it has accepted the LGBT, but the community, what about the community? The government and whatsoever, they have accepted it, but how about the community? How about our surroundings? Do you think if ever a gay person just walked in, like it will be a normal thing? No, it's not a normal thing. We still have people who still see it as an abomination. So my movie is like just I'm just sending I'm actually I'm trying to educate people about uh God made us all different, so we better figure it out. We better love one another and equally. It's better for somebody to accept than to tolerate. You can tolerate nonsense, but you can't tolerate a person. A person needs to be accepted. You get what I'm saying? So this movie again is also trying to let the producers and the film writers that you shouldn't always write about gay people at the saloons and what. They also have another characters in a movie. They can be thieves, they can steal cars, not they can't always put their makeup on with the lashes and this is the what I'm trying to send a message across the world about.
Oh, okay. So this, sorry, okay? You were saying something.
Yeah, I was saying like I just need people to just to be educated. So when you bring it in a movie site, so people can see and understand. So once you write a book, not everybody likes to read. You get what I'm saying? But at least somebody can Netflix, somebody can actually go to YouTube and watch the movie, or maybe go to cinema. You'll never know how big it will.
Okay. All right, guys. Right now, I'm talking to Didi from South Africa, and Didi is one of the filmmakers and the producers in film industry from South Africa. Actually, there is a program we are working on, and Didi is the producer of that program. It is called Queen of Empire. It's about LGBT, and we have not commenced because as Didi is still looking for sponsors, and right now is she's going to pitch our project, and good willing we will start it anytime soon. I'll have to go to South Africa to go and direct that series. So Didi, once again, what would you like to tell the viewers and maybe the sponsors who will be watching this thing, and who have interest in watching a series about LGBT, about the project that you're going to do?
Okay, this is an interesting movie because it doesn't spread hate, but it spread love. So that's what we need in this world. We need to spread love, and again, it also educate people to know more about where people come from. And for a person like me who's straight and is writing about the LGBT, so it's very tricky, a tricky situation because I still need to work with the people in the LGBT. You get what I'm saying? Okay, as I was saying, like this movie is spreading love but not hate, and it also has biblically insight, and again, it also educates people. Um, we need to know about the LGBT. We don't have to be ignorant. We need to learn how to be around certain situations. And like for example, sometimes when I was around gay guys, I didn't know whether I should say he or she. So this movie will educate you about those kind of things, what to say and what not to say, because of some words can be very offensive, and you'd never know how people take it. So this movie, like, it will be an interesting movie, and I hope it flourishes, and I hope we win an Oscar, darling.
All right, now to everyone who is viewing this show, I'm talking to Didi from South Africa. Actually, I've been talking to Didi from South Africa, with a filmmaker, and we are working on an LGBTQ program. So if you feel like you can support this show, so we can commence, then you can reach Didi on this number that you see below the screen. You can reach her on WhatsApp. If you are in South Africa, you can give her a call. If you're out of South Africa, you can send her a WhatsApp message, and yeah, we will be ready to go. Any support that you can give us towards this project, we will highly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and keep on watching this show. Keep on subscribing and sharing. And maybe one word from Didi before we go.
Guys, thank you for having me, and please support this channel, and also stay tuned for the movie, the upcoming movie actually. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and see you again on our next show. Continue subscribing so you get updated on everything that happened on this show. Today I was in South Africa, and we'll be coming to you with more. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. I'm Yvette.